Hi everybody, welcome back to another video, and today is December the 5th of 2023, and I'll be talking about Delta, and that's coming up right after this. Hi everyone, welcome back to Traveling with Justin. I am Justin, and yes, I have talked about almost all of the airlines that I have flown on, but I have not talked about Delta. I saved this for the last because this is what I use to fly to San Francisco and back from Fort Lauderdale when I went on my Panama cruise. So let me grab some notes and then we'll talk about Delta. Delta was formed or incorporated or commenced operations, that's what you want to know, June 17th of 1929. It was originally a crop dusting company. Interesting, isn't it? They have 9 hubs throughout the United States. It's based in Atlanta, Georgia. So the focus cities are Raleigh and Durham. And they have a few other airlines that they do business with. And that is Endeavor Air, Hanjin, LATM Airlines, and Virgin Atlantic. All right, so they have 915 planes, and they have close to 90,000 employees. So yeah, I told you that it started out like a crop dusting to fight the boll weevil. But in 1929 is when they started flying passengers, and they started flying from Texas, from like Dallas, Texas to Jackson, Mississippi. And in 1930, they extended from Fort Worth, Texas to Atlanta, Georgia. And that started out as mail route number 42. And so in 1972, Delta Airlines bought out Northeast Airlines. And so that improved their capabilities to fly other places. And that is when Delta's flights from Atlanta to London started taking place, is when they bought out that Northeast. 1981, they launched their frequent flyer program, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. Yeah, so in 1987, they started doing the Trans-Pacific flights from the United States. That was from the Pan Am Corporation. I picked up some of their routes there. However, they did pick up all their Atlantic-based flights. So Delta acquired all the Pan Am routes from across the Atlantic Ocean, which made them, Delta, the leading air provider from the United States across the Atlantic. Yeah, Pan Am ceased to exist. And then they acquired Northwest Airlines when it filed for bankruptcy, which helped Northwest out from a hostile takeover by U.S. Airways. So here are the 9 hubs that Delta uses. They use Atlanta, Boston, Detroit, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, St. Paul, New York, one at JFK and one at LaGuardia, and then Salt Lake City, and they have one at SeaTac up in Seattle. They do have some alliances with other airlines, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Okay, so they do have the Delta One configuration. That is when you have the lay-down beds, and I would love to get one when I travel overseas because I'm planning some international travel here in the near future, and that's what I would like to get, is the Delta One with the lay-down seats. Premium Select, First Class at Delta Comfort Plus, Main Cabin, and Basic Economy. Okay, so they have Sky Clubs. They have 37 different airports they have Sky Clubs at. Like take Atlanta for instance, they have 9 Sky Clubs, Delta Sky Clubs in that Atlanta airport, 9 of them. That's a big airport. And then they have 1 in Tokyo and 1 in Philadelphia, 2 in JFK, and they have 1 in Salt Lake City because Salt Lake City is a hub. That's where I fly out of. They have 1 Delta Sky Club there, but go back to Atlanta, 9 of them. 9 of them. You pick up 9. Oh, I wish I could go into a Sky Club to see what it's all about. So Delta, why don't you let me in so I can take a look at it. The Delta is one of the biggest airlines in the world. They do have 915 planes. They consist of both Boeing and Airbus, and they do have a couple different variants in there as well. They do have some embracers, which is, I'll talk about in the next video. But that's operated by a different company. But it's partnered with Delta. Delta is a pretty big airline. They've got hubs, 9 of them throughout the United States, and they fly everywhere in the world. And to be honest with you, I prefer Delta. Southwest, I just flew on Southwest to Kansas City. That's okay, but I don't like picking my own seat because all the good seats are taken by the time you get on there. If you're late, trying to, check in online and you're late and you get the lower seats, I don't like that too often, but Southwest does have good options. And since I am an American Express card holder, I get free checked bag, 1 checked bag. Southwest does 2, but I get free checked 1 bag. So that's kind of nice. However, Delta did ruffle some feathers here lately when they changed their frequent flyer program and their partnership with American Express. I still get a free checked bag. I don't know how long that will last. But yeah, they kind of ruffled some feathers and they're kind of went back on it. But I don't know the full story. I'll have to do some more research on that because there's lots of different things going on out there. So I will let you know. I'll update. I'll do another video here in a month or so about Delta and their frequent flyer program. But yeah, Delta is a big airline. It flies all over the place. And they use a lot of Airbus. I think that's what they're headed towards, is an all Airbus fleet. Don't count me on that. Okay, that's just my opinion. They are buying up a lot of Airbuses and phasing out their Boeing fleet. I don't know why they would do that, but that is a corporate decision that I think they've made. That's just my opinion, okay? My opinion only. I have flown on a 757 from Washington, D.C. to Salt Lake, and so that's pretty good. I flew on a 57, which we'll be talking about later on in this series for the Panama cruise. But Delta is what we took when we flew from Salt Lake City to San Francisco, and then from Fort Lauderdale to Salt Lake City on the way home from the Panama cruise. So yes, you can take my Delta review however you want to do it, but I like Delta. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up so other people who are looking at Delta to see what Delta is all about will see this video. I would appreciate it. If you guys want to see more about my Panama cruise and the information I have there, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you will know when I publish another video. All right, guys, and until the next one, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you later. Bye.